Let's get this party started. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. From the floor in the living room. Give everybody a second to get on here. Although there's a lot of you that have already come to hang out in the chat roll, which I appreciate. This is lower than I wanted. That's a bummer. I'm lower than I wanted. That'll work. Can you guys hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? My computer just started the thing, so I don't know if you can hear me or see me yet or not. Give me a clue. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a something. Do I need to project more or less? I don't know. Lissa can hear me and see me. Everybody can hear me. Excellent. Good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuesday. My goodness. Oh, why isn't this working? Come on. Come on. I'm a little out of practice. Give me a second here. Okay, there we go. You're the only one who will probably even think that. Also, regardless, the first live in 3 weeks, so everyone's probably just looking forward to it. Thank you, Rosie. I'm glad for Tuesday chat because then I'll know tomorrow is Wednesday. So what have you been doing the last 2 weeks, Marie? Have you lost track of time? Hello from the frozen apple, 32 degrees. Oh my goodness. To be fair, back home, it's probably about the same. Marie, give me a weather check. What's it like back in Minnesota? Today, we had a balmy, breezy, frozen, what was the high today? 60? 60? 63, he says.
63 is the high, 43 is the low.
43 was the low, is the low. Like that's what we're getting overnight tonight. I have a live studio audience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that. That I was not expecting. My husband, Hot Mess Express. We have a Christmas tree that is still in a box. We have boxes everywhere. I have my water bottle on the floor. My light is over there because the lighting in this room is absolutely terrible. We've got Eric, who just finished lifting weights. We've got my mother-in-law, who's usually in the chat roll, but instead she's standing right over there. It's just crazy. The dog will probably start squeaking a toy because I'm sitting on the floor. My father-in-law will come home at some point and start making noise. Oh, he's on the way, so he will be here soon. What? Why? Can you see it? You can just see her on the bottom. So apologies in advance for the chaos. Hopefully next week I will have a better setup, a smarter setup. I don't know. But here we are. We're here. Lissa says hi, Becky. Hi. Could you guys hear that? Oh, she's coming in a second, she says. Currently 35 degrees in Minnesota. Okay. I'm in Syracuse where it's 30-degree winter has arrived. Come on, Eric. Susan. Eric, Susan says, come on, don't tease her, show your face. I don't know if he can hear me. He had headphones in. That's funny, Susan. Hi, Audrey. Good to see you. Glad you're here. I'm closer to your time just a little bit now, just an hour, but I had to, you guys, all day today, I'm going to start this live stream at the wrong time. I don't even know. I have to try and remember to function in Eastern time. Man. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I'm very excited to be back on the live stream. I'm not going to lie. It was very weird doing Tuesday nights and not having a live stream. But at the same time, I appreciate your understanding for letting me take the break. I had a great time with my family in Illinois, and then we were driving our way down here, and thankfully travels went just fine, and now we are here, and I can breathe a little bit. But we're still in the whole chaos phase of unpacking and figuring out where things are gonna go for a while because we have an extended stay here. So everything's just a little bit of a mess, and I have just been running around like a crazy person today because I still did grocery shopping. I still made dinner. We went to a couple of other stores. My mother-in-law went to a store for the first time since the pandemic started. And I have a tickle in my throat that will not quit. I don't know what is causing that, but it's making me crazy. I'm sorry. Let's talk highs and lows. Do you guys have any highs and lows that you would like to share with the community today? I like to do, for those of you that are new, and I know I have at least one new person here, I like to have everybody share their favorite thing from the week, a high they had, a success, a victory, and on the same front, you can share a low, something you're struggling with, something not so great that happened if you want some support from the community, because this is a very supportive and fun community to hang out in. We may be in small numbers, but we are mighty, and I love it. So go ahead and share your highs and lows while I catch up on things. Janie from Minnesota, thank you so much, you guys. I feel like the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulders when I got my hair cut. I got like almost 5 inches of hair cut off. In some places, I did get 5 inches plus of hair cut off. Like my shortest layer is real short. And I love it because it's just easier. This is air dried. It curls again. It does what it's supposed to do. I'm blonde again. I don't have my Maxwell Sheffield gray streak anymore. Does anybody understand that reference? When I say that, does anyone get what I'm saying? Let me know. I want to thank you for recommending Lift 4. I lost over 7 pounds in 2 weeks. Sherry, that's amazing. Lift 4. Lift 4 is outstanding. Oh my gosh. I just did, I took a week off. I originally intended on doing Lift 4 while I was staying at my grandfather's house, and it didn't happen. Our weight stayed in the car. He had some sort of like weight set thing downstairs from the person who he bought the house from, and so Eric and I both improvised with that during the week. So I did work out during the week. I just didn't do lift, which is totally fine. Sorry, I'm distracted by the fact that Gracie's trying to kill a toy that was brand new several hours ago. She's literally trying to figure out how to rip the rubber panel of this toy off of her. Madness. And now she's, what did you find? I don't know. I don't know where that came from. But, so today I started week 8, which was supposed to happen last week. Yesterday, I was supposed to start day 1, week 1. But I did day 1 of week 8, and it was hard. After a week off, oh, here we go. If she finds a squeaker, that's it. Amanda, thank you for becoming a member. That is so sweet of you. Welcome to the team. Make sure you hunt down our link to the Facebook group. It should be in a community post. If you go over to my community, you should be able to see it. Anyway, Lift 4 was hard today, but next week I'm starting again with week 1. Yes, week 1, and I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. We got our weights here. We're trying to improvise some sort of setup. I work out in this living room. I did it today. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And maybe, just maybe, I am going to get my mother-in-law to do Lift 4 too. We'll see. We'll see. Lift 4. Yeah, she's nodding along. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna get her to do that. I think my husband wants my sister-in-law, Gracie, honey, stop killing the pirate. We're gonna try and get my sister-in-law, Kristen, to do it. Maybe her boyfriend to do it when they come for Christmas. We're gonna get everybody to do Lift 4. We love, I know she doesn't. I know she doesn't know. But she wants to gain a little bit of muscle, and if there's any way that we know how to gain a little bit of muscle, it's to hang out with Joel for a little bit, right? So we're gonna let her try. We'll see if I can convert her. It'll be fun. Let's see, what's everybody saying? You really should tell people that you traveled just because you wanted to get to 2021 a little faster. Yes, I will be in 2021 an hour later or an hour earlier than I would be if I was in Illinois, Minnesota. I live in Minnesota now. Guys, I was home for a week. Told you I was a mess. Told you. Let's see, agreed. Signed up for Beachbody on demand. Now I just need to get up early tomorrow and do it. Sarah, do it. That's amazing. I was originally going to tell people to start with me this week. I know I told Rosie. Rosie, I haven't checked on you. Did you start Lift 4 today? Because originally when we talked, you were going to start on December 7th. And yesterday. I did not work out because my monthly friend showed up and it was brutal. So I'm like, I'm just not. Nope, not. Which is fine. But I'm starting next week for anybody that's interested in doing it with me. Week 1, day 1, next week, whatever the date of Monday is. And then I'm gonna jerry rig things around Christmas. Like, I'm probably not gonna work out on Christmas Day, let's be honest, but we'll figure it out. Amy, hello, you're here. That's okay. Welcome to the party. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. We'll get the low over with. I'm still in this weird funk. I think it might be a bit of seasonal depression or something, but I had a bit of emotional breakdown over the weekend. Did the emotional breakdown help you though? Because sometimes when I hit my tipping point and like you just cry it out, you feel better. I know that's what happens to me, but that doesn't happen for everybody. So I'm sorry you're still feeling in a funk. Highs, cultivate. I was just about to ask you about this, Lissa. Cultivate Your Year Live was basically finishing my power sheet. And basically finishing my Power Sheets prep work was great. That is awesome. I have goals written out. I like the way I formatted them. I took the pressure off of doing like super specific goals, and I kind of did more broad spectrum goals and for my Power Sheets, because I also got my hands finally on my Moxie Life Planner, and I'm very excited to figure out a way to use both systems. Lakin said that it didn't work for her to do both systems. I'm gonna see if I can make it work to kind of have the goals in my Moxie Life Planner piggyback off of the goals in my Power Sheets, because they are such broad spectrum goals. It'll be very easy. Like, what I mean by that is, like, for example, one of them is my health, right? Continue to focus on my health. A couple of goals that I will have underneath that is we'll be going successfully through 1 or 2 more cuts this year, which means decreasing my calories for hopes of weight and fat loss. Maybe trying a new Beachbody program, challenging myself in some way, things like that, you know? So that would be all under this health goal, right? So what else do I have? I have one more. Oh, I wrote down one of my goals is to learn new skills. And under that, I want to like try cooking new recipes. Maybe take one of those cool online like baking courses, but also photography, and work on like maybe get better at video editing and phone photography and things that will help my business, but also things that will just happen for fun. Mick, where have you been, my friend? Good to see you. Hello, happy Tuesday. So that's kind of how I formatted my Power Sheets. I haven't gone through and done the action planning for everything yet, but I have I have my goals labeled, I have everything color coordinated, and I'm very, very excited to keep diving in once I feel like things are unpacked here and I can breathe a little bit. So there's that. Colette is here. Hello, hello. I just scrolled to the bottom of the screen. Shoot. I hate when that happens. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Let's see. There we go, I found it. This past Thursday was definite high, probably my biggest high of the year. That's amazing. I'm still waiting for Gracie's Year of Destruction calendar to come out. Susan, my high was going to my hair salon and getting a haircut and color and highlights. Don't I know it? Maybe that'll be my high too, because it feels good. Felt like the world was normal for 2 hours and felt so good. I totally relate. I 100% relate to that. I'm thinking of doing 21-day fix first. That will bring me into the new year. That's a great idea. So is it the first workout? I think it's the first workout of 21-day fix as a full body thing. It is a killer. It is an absolute killer. Not to scare you. Do it. It's an incredible workout, but I'm pretty sure that's the workout that I was like, holy cow, and my butt hurt for 3 days, and my husband made fun of me for it. So I made him do the workout, and he was also sore. Sorry, I'm taking my shoes off. Joys of sitting on the floor. There we go. So it's solid. I haven't done the whole thing. Lift 4 was the first Beachbody program I successfully completed in its entirety, but I say go for it. That's awesome. That's great. I've heard a lot of good things about 21-day fix. Rosie, hi, school is done in 2 days, and I think I did well. Another high is that I'm getting my new Fitbit tomorrow. I don't really have a low, even though food is crap. All right, well, you don't have a low. That's really good. Food is not crap. You have the power to make decisions, my friend. It's okay. Maybe I'll do a restart and start up with you next week. I'm determined to actually finish the dang program. I've had too many false starts. Seriously, anyone that wants to join me, so I'm trying to figure out how to get comfortable here. There we go. I got wires. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. No, focusing on finishing the semester and waiting for the new Fitbit. Okay, fair enough. My high is that I actually put up a Christmas tree. Yay! It's a ceramic one, but it is the time I've done anything, first time I've done anything in years. I love that. Good for you, Marie. That's amazing. Unfortunately, no, it wasn't a cried out breakdown. I spent 2 days basically not eating because I couldn't bring myself to eat anything. That's never happened to me before, so I don't know how to. I got nothing for you, Alyssa, except I hope you're feeling better now. I've just been a hectic few months, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Looking forward to Christmas. I'm so glad that you popped in, Mick. I really am. I'm serious about the calendar. It's one of my 2 best ideas for my merch line. The other one is a tea mug inspired by our favorite troll. Yeah, merch is way down the road. I have a lot of other things that I need to do first. Let's be real here. But keep that in mind, lest I decide to come up with a merch line later. Yes, and I'm choosing not to care about it at the moment and enjoy every moment. Great. Then food is not crap. Food is something that's bringing you joy. That's it. The end. I would pay to see you and Eric do Lift 4 together. I mean, we've done Lift 4 together. Not often because we only have one set of weights. So if we need duplicate weights, which isn't very likely, let's be honest. But we have definitely done at least one Lift 4 workout together. We worked out at the same time. Before we had his routine and all that stuff. So like I'm in a perfect world, I'm a morning workout person. Didn't happen that way today, and I worked out at 5 p.m. I give myself a pat on the back for just getting it done. 11,000 steps already in the books, and I still did my workout today, even though it was hard and it made me sad and my arms hurt. But I like to do the morning, and he doesn't work out until 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, because he wants to do all of his work first. So we are rarely on the same workout schedule. Amanda, my high was taking a walk with 2 friends and then sitting on the porch and chatting with them. That is lovely. First one is a total body cardio, but my preview of it does make it look like your butt would hurt after. Oh my goodness. There's this move in there called, what are they called? Surrenders or something. Think of me when you do them, because I can only get off the floor on one side. I have to lead with my right leg. And in those surrenders, you have to alternate which leg you get up on. So watching me is a sight. Let's just put it that way. But it's all good. It's all good. But that's a good, one of these days I will decide to try a different full beach body workout, but I don't know. I don't know what it'll be. I think that program Muscle Burns Fat, which it was a new launch a couple of months ago, I think that's supposed to hit on demand in December. So maybe I'll do that after I do another round of Lift 4. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, joy. One of the first things I'm doing after the semester is baking cookies for a friend. It's just been a tradition since her mom died, and while we can't do it together, she will get cookies. Rosie, that's awesome. I love that so much. It's fine, I'm still struggling, but I don't need any advice or anything more than just talking it out. My mind is on auto tough love. I love that. I've given Lissa enough tough love where I don't have to tough love her anymore because her brain takes care of it for her. That's pretty great. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, my high is that I'm in Florida and not in the freezing cold. And it's freezing cold for Florida. Don't get me wrong. When I woke up and saw it was like 50 something degrees, I was like, oh man, that's cold for Florida. But I'm thrilled to be down here. I'm thrilled to have spent time with my family. Alice is a pistol as always. She's so sweet. She's obsessed with her uncle, and she's of course obsessed with Gracie. And hanging out with my grandparents was awesome, so fun. My grandparents also obsessed with Gracie, which is hysterical, absolutely hysterical. She got more table food the last week than she's gotten in her entire life, which is fine. But she's spoiled rotten when she goes to Illinois. Absolutely spoiled rotten. And then we're here. And I got my hair cut, which was lovely because it was a haircut and it was also hanging out with a friend for 2 hours. And it was good. And my only low right now is that I still don't know where all my stuff is. It's just a little bit of chaos. But that will be managed. It'll be great. So I got nothing to complain about. Everyone loves Gracie. It's true. Everyone loves Gracie. Gracie comes to visit and brings Brie along. Yep. That's exactly what it is. I am the lowest of the totem pole when I go to that house. The priority is Gracie and Uncle Eric and then me. Like, I count, but not nearly as much as the other two. And that's fine. Did I tell you guys? I don't think I told you guys because I didn't live stream. There was a moment where, or did I tell you guys on the vlog? I don't think I did. So did anybody see the vlog that I posted where Alice and Eric were in the playroom rocking out to Smoke on the Water? Like, they had a rock band going, right? That same night, Alice and I are just, chit-chatting as we do. And she goes, Bree, Eric and I are friends. And it was the cutest thing I have ever seen. She was just so sincere and so much love. She goes, Bree, Uncle Eric and I are friends. Like, she's very big on friends right now and having friends. Because she also told me, she grabbed my face and told me that we were friends. So, like, it's very important to her that I'm not just her aunt or he's not just her uncle, but we are friends. And it was so cute. I couldn't handle it. It was so stinking cute. Oh. And she's a stinker. Don't get me wrong. She's a 4-year-old, so she's an absolute stinker. But she had some real cute moments while we were visiting, which made it just all the more fun. It was so sweet. So sweet. Here in Florida, it's going to be colder tomorrow than it was on Monday or today, so keep warm. It's all right. They have the fireplace going. Not going, but like it's ready. It's ready to go, lest we need the fireplace. And I do have sweatpants and all this stuff. But what's interesting is it's cold to them. I'm running around in a t-shirt and shorts right now. And the shoes I was just taking off were my new pair of slippers, which I got at Target. Shocker. I have furry slippers in Florida. Yes, I do. But my feet got too hot, so I took them off. And I'm sure that it's freezing outside to them. So it just goes to show you that, like, once you're in the Midwest, right? So, what shall we chat about, ladies and gentlemen? You have had 2 weeks free of me. What would you like to discuss? The time is yours. Your feet getting too hot is pretty nice. Don't I know it? I'm like, this is weird. My body is so strange, which is fine. I'm used to it by now. But like, I have to sleep with my legs covered, and it doesn't matter how hot it is. So the first night I was here, I slept in shorts, but they have these furry blankets like I have at home, like the Minky Couture ones, the super soft fuzzy ones. And there's a little one. It's like a Gracie sized one, right? And I put it under the covers on my legs. So my legs were still extra covered, even though I was sleeping in shorts. And last night, for whatever reason, I fell asleep in flannel pajama pants and long sleeves. And I'm in Florida, and I was perfectly comfortable. And so, but that's just how I am. And then there are sometimes that I'm warm, like my feet are hot to the touch. My calves right below my knees, my shins are cold, but I'm comfortable. I'm not cold. I don't know. CMT body for the win, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. What is there to chat about? I touched something. I touched something on my watch. I have my feet covered even if I'm just wearing a tank top to sleep in. That's what I'm saying. Like, I used to be the person, I refused to sleep in socks. I could not sleep in socks. And now I cannot sleep without them. I have to sleep in slipper socks every night. Doesn't matter where I am. Doesn't matter how hot it is. These feet will be in socks. I don't know what switch flipped, but it just is what it is, and it's fine. Gracie, you want to come say hi? Come on. She's gonna make an appearance. Oh, she just clobbered herself. She had a clumsy moment. Say hi. Tomorrow, this little princess is going to the groomer, and she's gonna get a haircut, and she's gonna be all ready for Christmas. Yes, she is. She's really not happy with me at the moment. All right, you can go. Goodbye. I start with socks, but take them off mysteriously in the night. Sometimes that happens, and sometimes for me, it's not mysteriously. My toes, so I don't know if like the nerves in my toes are just starting to get a little CMT-like, or whatever, but sometimes my toes feel cramped, even if they're not, and I can't shake the feeling that they feel constricted, even if I have loose socks on. So I have to take the socks off. But I always have to fall asleep with the socks on. I don't know. I love those jogger pants with the Tootsies in them. Forgot the name of them. You showed them on Insta stories. I showed them in my 5 things that are on my Christmas list video. They're called Feejays, Feejays, and they are sweatpants with Sherpa-lined slipper socks built into them. And they are created for somebody like me. I don't have them, but oh my gosh, you guys. Like, they're Sherpa-lined socks built into your sweatpants. Why didn't I come up with this? It's brilliant. And they're really, like, for sweatpants, they're cute. Like, they're still kind of just basic sweatpants, but they come in fun colors and they come in fun patterns. And there's slipper socks attached to them. It's awesome. I have a hard time keeping socks on while I sleep. They always come off. That happens to me, and sometimes when it happens, it's not when I want it to happen, and that's the worst, because then I have to hunt down the sock and put it back on. Thanks for helping me realize how amazing Sherpa is. Sherpa-lined anything, y'all. The softness. The softness is wonderful. You guys, okay, so this is all based on, like, have you seen my vlogs? The sweatshirt that Eric got me in my birthday vlog, I have been wearing the heck out of that thing. It is the softest, coziest sweatshirt thing ever. So if you have a Target around you, it's $25. If you need like that exceptionally soft thing, oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's really, really perfect. It's so good. How can you dislike Sherpa? It's just so, like, I can understand if you're somebody who's a warm person and you don't want to be covered. Like, I imagine that my mother would also be an anti-Sherpa person because she runs hot. So she doesn't like even wear sweaters because she runs hot. So I imagine she doesn't like Sherpa or like wouldn't prefer it, but you know, I love it. My sister hates the texture. Interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, who has Christmas decorations up already? Because I've been itching to get Christmas decorations up, and we've been unable to do so because we knew we were traveling. So I'm watching everybody on Instagram put up their Christmas decorations, and I'm just sitting there like, listening to Christmas music in my totally plain, not decorated house. We're working on it. Like I said, the Christmas tree is over there. Usually, the years that we have Christmas in Florida, we have a real Christmas tree. We went looking for that real Christmas tree last night. Apparently, there's a Christmas tree shortage. Who knew? Like, who knew there was a Christmas tree shortage? So there's 2 places in this area that they typically go to. And we went to one, and the choices were abysmal. And the second one was closed. It was so sad. So now I have to go and like acquire a fresh balsam candle to make it feel like the fake Christmas tree smells like a real Christmas tree, because I love that smell. The tree is already up and some prezzies under the tree. I love it. We did our tree upstairs today. Yay! I have my room decorated. It's not much, but it's something. I love that. Any little decoration helps. Did you take the fall decor down before you left? Yes, I did. So when we come back, there will be no decor anywhere. I thought about leaving it up, but we were shuffling so many things around that Eric's like, let me just bring up the bin and we can put the fall stuff away. So we did. So now everything is kind of just reset and ready to go. Any Vlogmas recommendations? You mean for people to watch? I'm so bad at watching YouTube, you guys. I am not even catching up on my friends. Sorry, Lindsay. I haven't even caught up. Like, Molly's doing it. So let's see. Let me give a shout out to my girls first. Classically Molly is doing Vlogmas. Lindsay, are you doing Vlogmas? The mom logs. And I don't think Mindy is doing Vlogmas. This is how much I don't know. I don't know because I'm not even on my subscription feed. Guys, I have a video that was supposed to go up on Monday that has not gone up yet. It's there. It's uploaded. I just haven't done the links and hit publish yet. Like, that's how far behind I am. It's ridiculous. I haven't watched YouTube because I've been listening to Harry Potter. I can't even judge you for that. That's a great way to spend your time. Important question. The audiobooks of Harry Potter, please tell me they're done by somebody in an English accent. Because I feel like it's sacrilege to not do that. You would have a mental breakdown. Okay, Lindsay is not doing Vlogmas. Lauren over at Louise Lane is doing Vlogmas. Who else is doing Vlogmas? I mean, there are some go-to people who I haven't watched any of them. But I used to watch Pretty Neat Living back when she was somebody else. Oh, Miranda is doing Vlogmas. Okay. On Running Away with Plants or Running on Plants. Running Away with Plants. Running on Plants. Running on Plants. And then Sherry said she was watching Christopher Allen. I've heard that he does pretty good Vlogmas. Years ago, I watched him do Vlogmas, but I haven't watched him in recent years. But people seem to like him. That's all I got. I'm sure there are yes, Pretty Neat Living as in Jen. Yes. I used to watch her a lot back when she was organized like Jen. I watch her less now. But, and Jamie Allison is also doing Vlogmas. Thank you, Lindsay. So like I said, I literally can't keep track. I don't even know what my friends are up to. Like, oh man. Cause I'm doing all the other things, which is fine. Lakin is doing, Vlogmas that she's planned with Lakin. Just Jamie Allison. Yep. Great. Hello, Amy. Good to see you. Yeah. So that's the list. It's a long list. A lot of people are doing Vlogmas. And of course, there are going to be like the big vloggers that are doing Vlogmas too. I don't even know. I could go to my subscription feed and tell you guys which people I subscribe to that are doing Vlogmas if you would really like me to. I haven't looked at my subscription feed in days. Days and days and days. It's pretty sad. Ours went up at the end of November. I'm delighted with the extra light Christmas tree brings to the room. Yes, I love that about Christmas trees. I'm the person who will wake up in the morning and turn on the Christmas tree and have coffee by Christmas tree light because I love the Christmas tree lights. Yeah, I love that so much. NYC is so sad this year as far as Christmas decorations go. Kind of heartbreaking. I don't recognize my beautiful city. Oh, really? That's so sad. I did watch the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting, and that seemed to be pretty festive and great. And the tree, which everybody was making fun of, does looked better than I thought it was going to based on that one photo that went viral and people were making fun of the 2020 Christmas tree. I think it looks great. It's covered in lights. It was beautiful. The whole event was a lot of fun. I think that their one choice in pop singer was a little questionable, but other than that, it was a great little 2-hour TV show thing. I don't know. And then they did the Rockettes show because they aired the Rockettes show because the Rockettes can't perform right now. New York City is doing the best they can. I mean, really. And I don't know what it's like actually there. And I can imagine that it's usually just absolutely amazing at Christmas time. I was in New York City once. I've only been there once. This Broadway baby has only been in New York once. Can you even believe it? Oh, good. You're answering your own questions. I love it. Because I was like, wait, I have to remember what color the Christmas tree lights are going to be. And what was I going to say? I was there around Thanksgiving. I was there on Thanksgiving because I remember it was the first Thanksgiving I had away from home. And we went and saw Wicked before Idina Menzel left the show. And she was leaving in January. So for my birthday, my mom and my aunt took me. And by that point, is it Saks? Is Saks the big building that has the lights on the side of it? Some building had dancing snowflakes on them and they would play music. So while I didn't get to see the tree lighting or anything like that, I did get to see that big building have snowflakes and play music on it, which was very cool. I think now it projects like legitimate performances if I saw correctly. Like you can watch the Joffrey Ballet on the side of this building, which I think is awesome, but also crazy. Like how do they do that? I don't know. Or I could be making this up and it's actually someplace in Chicago or something, but I'm pretty sure it was the building that had the snowflakes on it back when I was 18 years old. Fun fact. Since we're doing the fake tree due to the lack of decent trees, I think it has white lights. I was gonna say, I think it's white lights, but if it's a real tree, they have colored lights, so they alternate. My Christmas tree, we bought a new Christmas tree a couple years ago, 2 years ago, last year, I don't remember. But we have one that changes color. So whatever mood I'm in, I can have white lights, I can have colored lights. I can have them alternating every 5 seconds. I can have them fading in and out. All this crazy thing. But I really like the fact that I can change back and forth. That's kind of nice. We bought tickets to go to a drive-through Christmas tree thing going next Wednesday night on my birthday. Sarah, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Our real tree, we have multicolored lights. We're doing the same thing for my birthday. Happy almost birthday. Oh, happy birthday, you guys. So many birthdays. I love it. What a bummer. It'll still look great. Your one trip to NYC was like a week before my first ever visit to the city. Your daughter would love the Santaland experience at Macy's in NYC. We took my son to be... Whose daughter are you talking about? I don't have a daughter. I am child-free. Alice is my niece, though, and so she would love it, too. But we took my son at 5. He was amazed. That's really cool. Are there... Yes, there are still animations on the side of the building, something different every year. Okay, because I remember the animations, but I thought, whoa, this got real advanced to like be able to, am I crazy? Does it project the Joffrey Ballet, the Nutcracker? Or did I swear that I saw that on the news. We started Superstore, so funny. Oh, good to know, good to know. We started the TV show called White Collar with this real good looking dude in it. I can't remember his name. Matt Bomber? Does that sound right? Real good looking dude. And like his side, well, technically the good looking dude's the sidekick, but great show. The other main character is kind of like this. He looks like he's the dad from another sitcom. But this show, Eric randomly turned it on one night because I think he watched an episode of it years ago or something. And it was awesome because it scratches the itch of like something serious. Matt, yes, Marie, him. Oh my gosh. And it scratches the itch of like a little bit of mystery and a little bit of like thriller and serious, but also the TV show is hysterical. It's so funny. So it covers all of the bases of the TV we like to watch. So we've been alternating between Blackish and White Collar. We just started it. We're only a handful of episodes in, but we are really, really enjoying it, and we're watching it on Hulu. Let's see. So sorry, new here, misunderstood. Not a problem. People who don't know me don't know, but Alice is my niece, the little one who grabbed my face and said, "You're my friend." Yeah. Downtown Disney has Christmas tree display running through the shopping areas if you were coming down this way. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know if we're gonna make it to Disney because COVID, but we'll keep that in mind if we decide to wander on over. In the mountains of North Carolina, we have an attraction called Santa Land. It is open year-round. They have all sorts of things, and of course Santa. That's really cool. When was this? When I just got out of college, I don't remember what year, but we being not Eric, he wasn't in my life yet, but my family, we went to Frankenmuth, Michigan, which is this, from what I recall, it's like a smaller town, and it looks like a small town. It looks like an authentic little small German town, I think is what it's supposed to be. Frankenmuth, right? That makes sense. And that is the home of Bronner's Christmas store. Like the Bronner's that sends everybody catalogs every year, that's where it is. And so we went into this store in the middle of summer, and it was Christmas everywhere. And my dad was like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot handle this." But I loved it because I love Christmas time. And it was so cool to be able to go walk in the middle of July and just be surrounded by Christmas and ornaments and all the things and a countdown and Christmas music was playing. It was a cute town. I really enjoyed that vacation. It was fun. It's my pleasure to get connected to my energy. When researching a book I'm writing, I found your calmness so far reaching, I had to reach out. My calmness? What kind of calmness do I have, y'all? I'm not that calm. I can be calm. Um, I'm so upset the show is ending after season 6. We love it. Matt Bomber. If anyone likes Ritual bath and body products, Ritual has a gorgeous advent calendar. Oh, you keep calling out Ritual, and I haven't, like, what's their website, Susan? I feel like I very quickly tried to Google it and did not find what I was looking for, but I could be wrong. But I remember the last time you talked about it made me go, I should look into this. Because, guys, one of the things I want to do, truly, I want to, like, hone in on this is my skincare routine. These are my favorite bath products, and this is what I'll use on repeat. This is the makeup that I love to use, and I'll use it on repeat. Like, I really want to hone in on even hair care. Like, I want to find what works and what I love and use it and only it. Did I tell you guys I canceled my FabFitFun box? I did. I canceled my FabFitFun box. I didn't even get the winter box because that's when it was set to renew. Because I used to, like, all of the times that I got FabFitFun, I tried to curate it in such a way that it was mostly skincare. And so I have all this skincare and stuff now, and because I'm using exclusively one brand, I don't need to randomly accumulate skincare anymore. I brought a giant bag of stuff to Illinois with me to give to my sisters and my mom. But, well, I got my mom some skincare for Christmas. Don't worry, we already had our family Christmas. But I got her skincare for Christmas. But so I just bought all this stuff, like stuff that I got in FabFitFun boxes and things like that. And I was like, I really need to just pare it down. But that doesn't mean I'm not open to trying new things because I love to find what I love, you know? I love to find what I love because I don't know yet. Like the Lush stuff that I talked about in my one video, that's good stuff. That's really, really good stuff. I've been there. So, oh, you've been there? That's awesome. I need an air dry product that actually works to air dry without looking like a puff ball. So the air dry product, I actually don't have any air dry product in my hair right now, but what I did was I used it. I went back, I had to purchase just like, I'm, completely forgot to pack shampoo and conditioner, even though like I knew here in this house, there's already stuff in our bathroom. So when I'm in the I'm going to Florida mindset, I don't worry about packing toiletries. Except now I had to pack my skincare because I had new skincare. Completely, blanking on the fact that I was going to be staying with my grandparents for a week and still needed to wash my hair. So I went to Target and just bought like little minis of things, and I reverted back in time and I went to my Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. Does anybody use that, or have you used that? I got the shampoo, I got the conditioner, and I used it today, and there ain't no frizz happening. Oh, I just got a notification from iTrack Bites, folks. Jordan is talking with new iTrack Bites ambassador Ashley about something. It went away. But Jordan's going to be on. Wait, what time is Jordan normally on? Is he on now? 7:30. Because my thing says 7:43. Yeah, I'm real confused. It's 8:43, 7:43. Okay, I think he's on now. Yeah. Do you have any product on my hair right now? Okay. So that I just use that. That's all I use. I use the shampoo. I use the conditioner. And the way that I get my hair doing this, no joke, it's cut to do this. I have natural kind of curly hair, but like Jackie cut it. So it's like with it's shorter and with the different layers and everything, it kinks up a little bit more and looks a little bit more, hey, look at how curly I am, instead of just being heavy and weighed down. But here's the secret to the wavy hair that I have, right? Brush your hair before you take a shower. You brush it, you wash it, you condition it, you finger comb it while you condition it, and then when you're done, I use a turby twist. You guys, ladies, my lady friends, if you don't, or any men with longer hair, if you don't have a turby twist, you need a turby twist or something of the sort. The microfiber cloth that's shaped to go on your head, and then you like put it on and you twist it, and then it has a little elastic band to keep it in place. It is so much better for your neck than a regular towel. I haven't used a regular towel in years, and on the off chance that I have to, it's awful. But what I do is I put my hair in that, twist it, right? And I have it sitting on my head. My hair was drying in that towel for about half an hour, maybe. Like, I cooked dinner with the towel on my head. And then I took it down. And that's literally all I did. And this is what I got with the Sleek and Shine stuff and letting my hair dry in my Turby Twist. And this is what happened. Yeah. So a solid conditioner. I recommend a solid conditioner to do that. But do not, the secret, do not brush your hair afterwards. Don't run a brush through your hair. Don't comb your hair. Don't do anything. I put it up and I left it and then I let it fall. And that's what happened. If you brush it, you mess it up. So that's the pro tip. The other product, I think I mentioned this in a vlog or something. I have been using the Pacifica Salty Waves like cream. I think it is. It's called Salty Waves. And weirdly, it smells kind of like artificial banana. It's not a bad smell, but you just don't expect it out of something called Salty Waves. You expect it to smell like a beach, and instead it smells like bananas. A little bit of that is real nice to scrunch into your hair too. And then if you want to go real fancy, if you want to go real high end, the brand Wavy, O-U-A-I, is, it has a spray that, like a wave spray that smells kind of like, is it like a cologne? I don't know. It smells really good, but I like things that smell like, that have a heavy smell. That stuff works so nice, but it is a high-end hair product. So if you want like Target hair product, the Pacifica stuff, awesome. If you want higher end in a spray, the Wee stuff, O-U-A-I, definitely a good way to go. Or you can just do what I did and not brush your hair after you have it up in a Turby Twist. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you guys, you guys probably noticed, like when my hair was really long, it got to the point of I could not manage the frizz anymore. It got kinky if I tried to straighten it. It was always a little bit frizzy and crazy, but that was just, my hair was too heavy. So now it's all better. Happy day. I like hair conversation. I love it. I love it. What else? Let's see. What else is happening? I totally got distracted by the really random stuff happening in the chat too. He's on now. One of my 2021 goals is to actually establish a skincare routine and invest in that for the first time ever. Worth it. Worth it. I'm a little angry at my skincare right now because I got my mom got me one of the things that I didn't have yet for my skincare routine. And so I texted my facialist, Sunny, and I was like, I got the skin editor. What do I do with it? And she, so she put it in my whole skincare routine and told me what to do and blah, 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 blah. And she goes, be warned, your face will purge when you start using this stuff. And I used it for 3 days in a row, all around here. The struggle is real. So like sometimes especially if you have acneic skin like I do, you have to let your skin go through a purging process, and it sucks. It really sucks. It ain't cute. I have makeup on for the first time in days, but it's like, it's bad. It's really bad. And my husband's been a good boy and not said a word about it. But it'll go away eventually. But that's like, sometimes you get the not great reactions from investing in the skincare, because your skin is like, it's getting rid of all the gunk. It's healing itself. It's doing what it's finally supposed to be doing. But then everything looks spectacular. And Lisa, I don't know what kind of skin you have, but it's worth it. For any person, it's worth it. I don't care. I do care what brand you use, but like, I'm not a advertiser for any particular brand, but like, I think it's so important to have a solid, it doesn't have to be a crazy in-depth skincare routine, but you should take care of your skin. Because especially when you're younger, you take care of it when you're younger, it looks better when you're older, right? So very important. Even with sampling a skincare product this weekend, I noticed a huge difference in how it made me feel to use a nice skin. Yes! One of the things I want to do this year is it was written as a potential goal in my power sheets, and it didn't actually make it onto the, well, it's not entirely true. So you guys are getting all the spoilers for my goals video, because that's going to come at some point. one of my goals, I stole it directly from Lakin, who used it last year, is use what I have, right? Stop buying all the things and, you know, go against my personality type of being an opener and use what I have. But that also means using the nice things you have even when there's not necessarily an occasion to use it. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, do you have, any of you have like that fancy perfume or that fancy lipstick? Have I talked about this before? I feel like I've talked about this before. But like, I have these, like the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are so expensive that like I used to try and save my one Charlotte Tilbury lipstick for like a special occasion. Well, we all know 2020 has been full of special occasions, right? So I'm like, what if I just wear it because it makes me feel good? No other reason. What if I put on the cute dress because it makes me feel good and because I can? What if I wear the expensive Jo Malone perfume just around the house because I can? Like, that's kind of where I'm at with the, like, use the pretty things and the nice things because it makes you feel good and for no other reason, right? And Lissa, you're a prime example of like, I put this thing that felt luxurious on my face and I felt like $1,000,000 the rest of the day. Like, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I love that so much. Let's see. Yes to the Turby Twist. Love the Turby Twist. Love them. I've got like 4. I love them. Need one of those. I curl my hair by using heat products and praying the stars are aligned the right way, and even then it usually ends up straight. Curly girls call it plopping. The less you mess with the curls, the better. Yes, and my hairdresser was actually telling me about plopping, and which sounds so funny to call it plopping. What? And but I was like, but how is it? I was like, Jackie, how is it different from what I do? Apparently, there's like a way you lay, like, so, like, even the act of me tugging on the Turby Twist is not supposed to happen. Because like you pull it in and you get it all snug and then you twist, and that's tugging on your hair. But apparently plopping is like you set it in there, right? Hey Pam, good to see you. And then like it kind of just like sits in a bunch on top of your head. So the last couple of times I've showered, because I just saw her on Friday, the last couple of times I've showered, I've been trying to be a little bit more conscious about more plopping and less pulling. And she also said most, from what she's heard, most curly girls also get impatient and don't let their hair dry completely. So that's why I intentionally left my hair in the Turby Twist for a lot longer. Like I pulled it out after I was done eating. Was it that long? I can't remember now. But like, and it turned out good. And this was my poor girl's plopping. Like that's what this is. I don't have the mental bandwidth or the desire to go into full curly girl method madness, because that's a whole thing. And like my hair would respond really well, but I'm also very satisfied with this being me doing nothing, you know? But the plopping, Jackie was like, the plopping thing, like that'll cost you $0.00. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll look into the plopping. Fine. Something is trying to update on my computer. No, don't do that right now, please. Thank you. Oh, and now it opened a window. Ugh, I hate it. Hate when that happens. Let's see. Have we gotten rid of the Steven man? Has he disappeared? Good to know. I'm a little nervous about things like using SPF and moisturizer. SPF, I will tell you, I am like, knock on wood, nothing horrible has happened to me, but in my 20s, I was an epic sun worshiper. Epic sun worshiper. For the first time in my adult life, thanks to switching over to the skincare brand and wanting to do what my esthetician says, I have a moisturizer, a daytime moisturizer that has SPF in it. Like the goal of this, it's called Ray Defense. The moisturizer's goal is solely to be sunscreen for the day. And she goes, you wear that every day. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, I will do that. So for the first time, I'm 34 and I'm finally using SPF on my face every day. But I understand the importance. Like, you need to do it, especially if you're someone who goes outside a lot. I'm bad. I do nothing with my skin. Definitely time for me to start using more skincare. I'm all for it. I've been a junkie for a long time. a big skincare junkie. But like for me, it's not just like I want to have to. I've told you guys, my dream is to not have to feel like I have to wear makeup. I know I don't have to, but like I want to feel like I don't have to. Hi Javier, good to see you. But I want to be like there's the I'm confident in my own skin, and then there's like the I literally want to be confident in my skin. Like that's what I want. So there's that. Like that's a reason to invest in it, because you can, make your skin the best it can be. But also there's something very self-care and life-giving about the act of doing the skincare routine. Like it is a part of my routine that fills my soul because I'm doing something for me. It's like it's a twofold thing. Yes, you get the nice skin from it, but you also are like doing something, right? Love it. I need to add that to my goals. Skincare, books, stickers, notebooks, curly hair products, all the things need to get used before I buy more. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's one of my goals. I have such good and bad days with my hair lately. Some days I love my hair, other days it's driving me crazy and I want to chop it off. Let's not dramatically chop it off, but I understand the need to chop it off. Ennis for Nurse tried plopping, but it didn't work. Interesting. Doesn't she have curly hair too? I'm trying to remember. I'm really behind on messages, aren't I? Oh, I'm not that behind. I have fine straight hair, not one wave, one curl. Jealous of those who have waves and curls. And everybody always wants it the other way, right? Like I finally embraced that my hair does this. In high school, I hated it because I didn't know how to manage it. And so it just looked frizzy. I had Hermione hair. That's what my best friend called it, Hermione Granger hair. But my sister-in-law's hair, she will take a shower before bed, put her hair up, pull it down the next day, and it will be dry and stick straight. And for so long, I'm like, man, do I envy you, because I have to go through a hassle to get my hair to be straight. I have to blow dry it and straighten it, and even then, sometimes it still kinks. But Kristen's hair is stick straight, and it dries that way naturally and completely frizz-free. And I don't understand it, but I'm jealous of it. You can use a t-shirt too. Yes, Jackie told me to use the t-shirt, but she did give me the caveat of because I can't lift my arms up over my head, it might be harder for me to tie the t-shirt. So that's why I was like, how can I do this plopping thing while still using the Turby twist, because it's the only thing my arms know how to use. Working on it. I'm jealous of people who have options. Fair enough. Curly girls are jealous of the straight hair girls. Yep. I've gotten a few second, third-degree sunburns wearing sunscreen. Interesting. I hate it on my face just because it always causes me to break out. Yeah, so I'm in the process of understanding that like I have a couple of acne products in my routine, but my whole routine is not an acne product. Like I have 2 acne products and I have 1 anti-aging serum and I have an SPF and so the acne products are working to help clear up my skin, and the exfoliating products are also working to clear up my skin, even though they're not directly anti-acne products. So like there's a routine, there's a thing that you have to build, and I'm glad that after all these years of like trying to build one myself, I just have someone else doing it, and it's nice. Thank you, Marie. Guys, the dip manicures. This is my second one, and I'm obsessed. I'm going to change them again tomorrow because I have all these Christmas colors, and I want to make sure I use them to the best of my ability. I purchased a cheater remover. It was crap. It was awful. I think I showed you guys that in the vlog. Don't buy it. Not worth it. So this time around, I'm going to try the acetone soaking method. Lindsay, is that what you use? How do you do your removal? Like, do you do the soaking, because I have these little clippies that will hold on the soaked cotton balls, right? But Molly told me that some people put their hands in a plastic bag and put that in hot water with the acetone on them because it works faster. I'd be very curious to know your methods. Javier, my trip is great. I'm actually still on it. I am not in Minnesota. I'm currently in Florida. Some skincare products smell so good. I know. Don't I know it? And yes, I had a good week. Thank you for asking. I'm afraid to wear makeup, mostly because I'm worried I will do it wrong, and there are so many products and layers and overwhelm. It doesn't have to be overwhelming though, Sarah. Literally on my face today, because I couldn't find the stuff, like there are days I come on here and I'm super detailed, right? And then there are days like today, and because my shading is all wrong, I can't even tell what I even look like anymore. Everything is very yellow in my screen because the night vision stuff is on. It's a powder foundation. I put on a primer, I took a brush and I put powder foundation all over my face to cover up the disaster from my purging skin. That, did that. Put a little bit of blush right here, right? And I did my eyebrows. And then I have my eyeshadow. Oh my God, my eyeshadow. I tried to do something cute with my eyeshadow, and then it just ended up very orange because I was using a fall palette, and I'm like, this looks terrible. So I took silver and I just went, put silver over it. A little bit of mascara, a little bit of lip product. Super simple, super simple. There are days that I go very more detailed, but there are days I just wear powdered foundation. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated if you don't want it to be complicated. It can be absolutely There are days that I like chisel out my contour and do all not today. Not today. She's very curly hair, but I don't know that she let it dry like you mentioned. Okay. Yeah, you're supposed to, when you plop, Jackie said like people are supposed to let it get dry in the towel, and most people don't have the patience for that. So that's what I did today, and it seemed to work pretty well. I have zero intentions of saving it off again. Oh, good, good. I won't even let my husband threaten to shave his head. Like, no. You can't do it wrong. I love that. By the time I get to your guys' comments, you guys have already answered one another. I love that the conversation just keeps going. You can't do it wrong. Start simple, then decide if you want to go into layers and contouring. Exactly. Mascara, light blow. Yeah, that's exactly right. I have the clips and I just file the shine off first. Okay, so you just let them sit then? You don't soak them or anything in like the hot water? Because that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Completely neglecting my skincare has helped me manage my acne for some reason. My husband said the same thing. I don't think he had any acne as a teenager. I could be wrong. I don't actually know. But he watches me, or he stopped complaining about it now, almost 7 years in marriage. But he was like, why do you use so many things on your face? And I'm like, well, I'm trying to get this under control. He goes, I don't even wash my face and my skin is completely clear. Maybe you should stop washing your face. I was like, I don't understand. I use nail polish remover for gel, glitter, hard to remove polish. Works well in at Walmart with other removers. Okay. I asked for makeup for Christmas. Only eye and lip stuff for now. I want to focus on the skincare. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. And with skincare, you can focus on the skincare and still do a little something with your lips. That's a great idea, Alyssa. I love that. I'm the same. Every now and then I think I should try wearing makeup, but I can't seem to care enough. And that's fine. Yo, if it's not your priority to wear makeup, then don't worry about it. I have been a makeup junkie since I was like 12. I'm a girly girl. I'm a very girly girl. I'm a girly girl who's currently sitting around in pajama pants, like pajama shorts, and a t-shirt from Target. So like, I like comfort, but I also like all the pretty things. And that's just, so I've always loved makeup. I've always loved sparkly things and nail polishes, and that's who I am, which is why I care about it. If it ain't who you are, then don't worry about it. You're beautiful just the way you are. Like, if you don't want to wear makeup, don't worry about it. I'm almost done with mine now. Fresh to death. Yay. Though I didn't look terrible bald. And some people don't. There are a lot of people that look awesome bald, truly. You guys seen that episode of Friends where Rachel convinces Ross's girlfriend to shave her head? She doesn't look bad as a bald person either. She doesn't. Although to me, so I grew up, are you ready for this? I grew up every Sunday after church, we would come home, we would have bologna sandwiches, and we would turn on the Brady Bunch. So my family, I grew up on the Brady Bunch. You know when they remade those movies, like the Very Brady movie and a Very Brady sequel? That girlfriend played Marsha Brady in those movies. So whenever I see that episode or that series of episodes with that girl in it of Friends, all I can think about is Marsha Brady. And so Marsha Brady looks great bald, in case you were wondering. It won't matter if the lip stuff looks terrible because nobody will see it. Yeah, I mean, it's a great way to start. Experiment while we're all in quarantine and nobody's seeing anybody anyway, right? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, quick question because I know some of you are on here. Who's ready for book club on Thursday? I'm not ready. I am not ready. I really need to get reading. I'm going to be spending a lot of the next couple of days reading. I just couldn't get myself to read while I was in the car. Oh, really? The chick that played Marsha Brady? Wait, not like not the original, but the one who's on Friends. That's funny. I didn't know that. I can't keep track of celebrity marriages. The one celebrity marriage that I was really pleased to find out about. So I'm bouncing all over. I told you guys this, there's no rhyme or reason. So we started watching the we finished. It's done. When we started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I love, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a Marvel thing. I love Agent Coulson. Like, he's the reason we kept watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And, like, I didn't even know, and it's what got us to start doing the whole MCU thing, because we watched, like, one episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it referenced the Avengers movie, which Philip Coulson is in. And so we watched that movie so I could get his backstory, whatever. I love Phil Coulson. He's played by Clark Gregg, who I haven't seen him in anything else, but I loved him as Phil Coulson. I just adored that character so much. Turns out that Clark Gregg is married to Jennifer Grey. I don't even remember how I learned that, but it was, I was just like, and I love Dirty Dancing. One of my all-time favorite movies. All-time favorite. Like, Patrick Swayze, first celebrity crush. Yes. And so, like, that connection of, like, knowing that this actor, who I really love as this character, is married to one of the stars of one of my favorite movies of all time. That was a fun celebrity marriage to find out about. Otherwise, I don't keep track of people at all. At all. Oh my gosh, nope, not ready. I bought it today, planning on putting speed and speeding through it. Oh my goodness, y'all. I stopped reading it. I hated him, but I'm still... Oh my gosh, this book club on Thursday is going to be a hot mess. If half of us haven't finished the book and Sarah hated it and... I'm not going to lie. I'm not hating the content because I feel like it's a kick in the butt that personally I need. Now, granted, I'm only on like chapter 4. I'm like 50 pages in. But I'm like, I've been highlighting and highlighting and highlighting because he brings up some really good points. I don't necessarily like the way he writes, but I'm like, he's not wrong. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I was reading in the car today while I was hanging out waiting for something, and I literally nodded, and I'm like, you're not wrong. For those of you that don't know, the book club book for the month is The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson. Is that his name? I don't remember. And it has been the most controversial book of the whole year, or the 6 months that we've been in session, because everyone's like, some people can't get into it. Some people just flat out don't like it. I have tried to read it twice and haven't been able to get into it enough to be excited to read it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. How do you join book club? There is a Facebook group. It's super simple. It's not like a big thing. I have a Facebook group, Diva and the Divine Book Club, and the goal is to do a self-help book every month. And we've started talking about books for 2021. I have a couple of ideas. Some other people have had a couple of ideas. You read the book on your own time. We get together via a Zoom call. It's not published or anything like that. And we just hang out on video. That's the only rule, is if you show up, I would love for you to be on video so I can see your face and we can talk to each other. And that's it. And we discuss the book, and it's great. The content is okay, but the delivery is terrible. Yep. I feel like I could get the info from someone I don't hate. I don't disagree. I don't love listening to him talk, but I like the advice that he's giving. I really then this book is for you, Rosie. It is. I just don't like the way it's written. Yeah, okay. So we're pretty much in agreement that we don't like how it's written, but we don't mind the content. Okay, that's really good to know. Hopefully, I'm really hoping I don't get too distracted and I'm able to finish the book by Thursday. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, so there's that. There's that. As I'm seeing the names scroll by, I'm like, I'm talking to all of these people on Thursday, so I figured I would just bring it up and see how y'all were feeling about it. I'm 65 and have just started to care less about what others think. That's great. Better late than never, Marie. Truly. That's awesome. Good for you. And I mean, I'm learning that too in real time. I'm like, there are things that are worth caring about, and there's a lot of things that aren't. And learning to be able to discern what's worth caring about and what's not is very important, and it's very freeing. And I am far from perfect on this yet, but I'm learning, and it is helping. Let me tell you. I'm struggling to read while my eyes are rolled back into my head. Right? I'm with you. Like I said, I'm only I have the ebook, so it's like formatted in such a way where I think every title is a chapter, but every heading is not a chapter. So I'm only on like chapter 4. Maybe switch to audio. I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about doing that. I almost put it on today because Scribed does have it on audio. Some things matter, other things don't. Exactly. This is actually excellent timing. Well, good. I'm glad. Gracie, come here. No, she's just walking around mindlessly, aimlessly. There's self-help books from the 90s. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Possibly the first self-help book I've ever read. Oh, okay. Wait, I don't see it on Scribe. I just bought it. Shoot. Okay, so here's something interesting. I went on my phone to pull it up. So for those of you who don't know, Scribe is kind of like Netflix for books, but you don't know what's going to be on it and what's not. So today I searched for it on my phone, and I could find the audiobook. I could not find the regular book, but I have it saved and downloaded on my iPad, and I could still access it. So I don't know, because what I was thinking about doing was like sitting down and just like I was going to go and look, where am I in the book on my phone, and I couldn't even find it. I don't know, but yes, there is a version of it that is unscribed. If you have a Scribed membership, always check Scribed first before you buy something, because you never know if it's going to be there. That's how I got my hands on, oh no, wait, that's not true. Never mind. I was just going to tell you a lie. Let me show you guys. This is what she does. You ready? Look at this. Oh, I just, look at this. Just hanging out, and now I totally jacked up my tripod. Oh, man. There we go. Check your library, too. I'm a public librarian. Oh, I didn't know that. I have not been to the library in my city yet, and I've lived there for over a year. I love their tagline, and it's all small stuff. Oh, interesting. Make sure you bring that up in the book club Facebook group, because we should. There were 2 books that I found. Shoot, and I'm not even going to remember what one of them is. Oh, Not a Life Coach by James Smith. I'm going to read these whether or not we decide that they're book club books, and Badass Habits by Jen Sincero. I've really liked her writing. She has a couple of books, and I remember really enjoying them. So this is a logical progression of reading for me. So I've discovered that those books exist, and I'm very excited about those. I love the library. About half of that year, there's been a pandemic. It's true. Yep. Which is exactly why I haven't gone to explore it. I had all these good intentions of like, now that I'm settled into a new city, I'm going to go do this, and I'm going to explore this, and I'm going to do this. And 2020 had other plans. It's fine. Yeah. So we're getting reading lists going. I want to, a couple of other books. Now we're talking about books. I hope that's okay. I want to read the new Julie Andrews book, because apparently she writes books. She has one called Homework, I think it's called. And then I want to read the new Michael J. Fox book called No Time Like the Future. If you know me, you know that I have a passionate love for the Back to the Future movies. And then I must be in Eastern time because I'm getting bedtime reminders. It's like, hey, you want to go to bed at 10 o'clock, so go to bed. And then apparently Barack Obama's new book just came out, and his audio, I love listening to autobiographies on audio that are narrated by the author. I love that. I am not an autobiography person, and I don't like read it. Like, I don't have the patience to sit and read them, but if you are narrating the book you wrote, I am all here. I'm here for it. Apparently, Barack Obama's book, the audiobook, is 29 hours long. 29 hours of and he narrates the thing. So I'm like, well, shoot, that's going to be a really great, like, book that'll last me the whole year. If I want to pop that on audio every time I listen to a chapter here and there. Oh my gosh. So all of those books are on my list too. I have a goal. I want to read 24 books next year. 24. I want to become a reader. I really do. I'm like, are you coming to take more pictures of me? Because I already did that. No, the dog, of course. I told you she'd find a perch. 2021 is my 2020 redo. I feel that, Sarah. Yeah, mine too. Truly. Kim's here. Hello, Kim. Sorry, I missed you when you first came. I want to listen to Matthew McConaughey's book. I didn't know Matthew McConaughey had a book. Interesting. I am totally pro learning about people that, like, I've listened to. Oh my gosh, you guys are totally going to judge me for this. Or maybe you'll judge my dad for this. But my dad used to watch the TV show. Oh my gosh, what are they called? The Girls Next Door, about Hugh Hefner and his 3 primary Playboy Bunny girls things. My dad used to watch that show when I was in high school. And so my sisters and I, by default, watched that show because it was on the TV. And it was actually very, very interesting. The main girl wrote 2 books, and I listened to both of them, and they were like, I loved them. I absolutely loved them because it's really fun to get the behind the scenes of the stuff that's happening, especially if it's like about a TV show that you love to watch. I've also listened to, what was her last name? She was a bachelorette. I don't remember. Andy. Her name is Andy. I don't remember her last name. I think she was on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. She wrote a book. That was really fun to listen to as well. I just love listening to autobiographies or memoirs narrated by the author. I'm in the middle of, I stopped listening to it, but I have on Scribed, I have Jessica Simpson's one because I thought maybe that'll be interesting to hear her talk about her life. I don't know. Who else? Candace Cameron Bure's books I've listened to. Carrie Underwood's book I've listened to. Yeah. So if I have to purchase it, I use Audible, but I like to use the app Scribed because a lot of audiobooks are on there. It's how I've gotten my hands on a couple of Hollis books too. And it's a subscription service, but I've gotten enough referrals where I don't have to pay for it till like 2024, which is amazing. So thank you guys if you're one of the people that got me a free month with your subscription. So I just, I always check what's on there first, and if what I want's not on there, I go out and buy it, and it's fine. But they have a lot of audiobooks on there, a lot of them. Another good one, if you guys want another one to listen to, speaking of Obama, Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, was a very good listen. I really enjoyed listening to that too. Lauren Graham's book, I've listened to that one too. It was wonderful. It was absolutely, I love listening to those kind of things. Lauren Graham's book was very, very good. Yes. Anna Kendrick's book was also very, very good. It's called Scrappy Little Nobody. It was so good. It was so good. Does she read it? Yes. Michelle Obama reads it. It was so good. Yes. All of the above. Everybody I have mentioned narrates their own audiobook. So good. Let's see. I just started Lara Casey's book, and she narrates it. Which one? Because I know she has a couple, Rosie. 29 Hours, and it's only the first book of at least 2. I didn't know he was writing more. I mean, I knew he was an author. I learned that in Michelle's book, that Obama was an author. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was writing another one. Woo! I do the library for audiobooks. Michelle's book was crazy long, but worth it. No redos. We've all done something worthwhile in 2020. You're right, Rosie. You're absolutely right. Overdrive. Hoopla. I've never heard of Hoopla. Talking as fast as I can. Yes. Rosie, we survived. That is good. But I have plans to get my driver's license and get my act together before I turn 40. Neither happened, and my birthday is next week. So you're going to do 2021, and your birthday in 2021 is like if I get all the things that I had planned done this year, next year you'll consider it a win. That's what you're doing. Does the pillow behind you say let's cuddle? It sure does. And my clever mother-in-law, Gracie, was laying over there. She put the pillow next to Gracie to take a picture of her because we all know that Gracie doesn't cuddle with anybody. Anna Kendrick's book was good. My goals are all focusing on becoming the best version of myself before I turn 40 next December. You'll get there. Good goals. Yay. Little by little. Okay. I know she has a couple of them, and I can't remember what they're called. It's apparently the first of a series. No kidding. Huh. Things I did not know. This is all very good information. So anyway, I have lofty goals of becoming a legitimate reader in 2021. I'm hoping that I can get that ball rolling. What I noticed, I'm going back to goals for a second. What I noticed during Cultivate Your Year Live, and once I planned out my goals, I looked at those goals, and you know how we always arbitrarily are like, okay, these are my 2021 goals. I'm not going to start working on them until 2021, like January 1, let's go. Here's the thing. Every goal I wrote down, I can work on today. Every single one of them. So I'm in like the preliminary, like, what is it, like the pre-show? like what do you want to call it? The prologue of the goals of 2021, because like I can literally look at all of my goals that I wrote down on Monday, and I can work towards any of them before January 1st. And so I'm trying to make an effort to do that, even working on like environment stuff, even though I'm not in my house. I have like environment and organization goals. So yesterday I cleaned out drawers in the bathroom. Today I cleaned off a desk that I'm going to be using. Like little things that I can still do to be like, I worked towards this goal today, because all of my goals, bar one goal is actually like achievable. I did the thing, done. Everything else is a goal that has no ending. It's all things that I want to work towards and become better at and always grow with, you know? So I'm gonna start working now. Power Sheets prep work showed me how much progress I've made this year. Progress I didn't even realize I made until I looked at everything. I'm slowly working my way through both Cultivate What Matters and Make It Happen. Awesome. I love that. Hello. Welcome. I'm in my mid to late 30s, so I also have a lot of goals before 40. That was my plan too, but a pandemic happened. Moving on. Onward and upward. We've got this. Yes. Beta testing for goals. Beta testing. That's a good one too. Okay. I like beta testing. I'm in denial that I'm going to eventually turn 40. I am okay with the fact that next year I turn 35, solely because I haven't listened to it in forever, so I don't even know why I'm saying I love it, but I have a high respect for the podcast Forever 35. I mean, go for it, but I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, so the choice is yours whether you want to ask me a fashion question or not. So like, because I love the podcast Forever 35, I'm like, I'm okay with being 35 because I'll be forever 35. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, okay, I'm fine with it. I love anybody if you're somebody who's trying to stick to a budget and you're an impulse shopper, do not listen to Forever 35. If you are somebody who likes to talk about self-care and skincare and products and all the things, listen to Forever 35. I love it. And I haven't listened to it in ages, and I can still tell you that I recommend it because It's just that good. It's that good. I really should start listening to it again. But it's good. Skincare reviews out the wazoo. Like, I started listening to them back at the very beginning of their existence, and they have grown so much. Their Facebook group is a group that I go to whenever I have a beauty question. I'm like, does anybody have any recommendations for an eye cream, a hair product, a fashion thing? This group will answer you. It's thousands of people, and it's really great community. I love it. So forever 35. So I have no problem with being 35. 40, I don't know, but 35, I have no problem with. I'm excited. I have friends who say your 40s are your best, and another who thought so. Then she hit her 50s and it got better still. Huh. Well, that's good. I'm going to be 30 in June. My friends are so excited. I'll have to check it out. Unless she's also hoarding craft supplies, I should be okay. No, I don't think they talk much about crafting. Lots about self-care and skincare and all that stuff with outstanding product recommendations. Really, truly outstanding. And they are the podcast where you sit and you feel like you're talking to two friends. And you're not even talking. But like, it's really great. I love it. So would recommend. Oh, Gracie's all hunkered down and sleeping. She's given up. She's given up. Anyway, friends, we got about 5 minutes remaining. Is there anything that you wanted to cover while I'm here? My friends are 40 now. They're just ready to tease me. Oh, okay. So next week, I mean, this kind of worked out. Maybe I'll have it right here in the corner on the floor. I don't know. Hopefully we'll have a better setup, but we got it done, right? We got it done, made it happen. And I don't think there's a reason that I would have to skip any live streams for the foreseeable future because it's Tuesday. Are my legs okay or is sleep? My legs actually are okay. I don't know how much of it you can see, but I keep moving to prevent my legs from falling asleep. My left butt cheek's a little bit asleep, but that's all right. But other than that, no, it actually worked out really well. My husband insisted I have a pillow behind me, so I got a little pillow behind me back here. And it's all good. It's all good. Anyone here pick their word of the year yet? I'm still working on figuring mine out. Who has a word of the year picked out? I have two. I'm pretty sure I told you guys what they are. But I have 2 words of the year because I could not commit to just one. Consistency. That's a good one. That is a good one. After all of my prep work that I did on Monday, in hindsight, my word of the year should have been intention. Because that word came up so many times in my prep work. I wanted to do this with intention. I wanted to do that with intention. Like, intentionality is apparently something that I need to focus on in 2021 because I'm not very good at finding themes in my prep work that I didn't intentionally put there. And I noticed that this word was on most of the pages, even though it wasn't a word that I had mindfully chosen. So that should probably be like an overarching word of the year, but mine are discipline and growth. Those are my 2 words. And apparently intention is going to be a 3rd because it was a common theme that I didn't even see coming, which those are usually the most important ones, right? The ones that you don't even realize are something you're emphasizing until you see it in writing and you're like, oh, I see this. Okay, interesting. That's what happened to me on Monday. I was like, that's fascinating that word had never even crossed my mind as important, and yet here it was on every page that I wrote on. It's fun when you do stuff like that, right? The lighting looks great from here. Oh, I'm glad. I have my ring light set up over there, and other than that, so I'm glad it looks okay. I missed the beginning, but the setup worked for me. Oh, good. Good. Do you know if iTrack Bites is going to have another great sale? I missed Black Friday because my membership ended yesterday. Oh, no. I don't know. What I do know is that the price you will probably regularly be able to find it for $30. That is probably, if my memory serves me correctly, what you will be able to normally find it for. There is the possibility, you could do two things. Sometimes, and I don't pay close enough attention, and I should, but I don't. Sometimes you can go to the iTrack Bites participants Facebook group, and the ambassadors don't have special discounts, but the coaches do. I don't know. I have a referral link, but I don't have like, it'll get you an extra discount. I don't have that. So you could go and see if their price is better, but I think it's still just $30, $29.99. The only thing I could tell you to try and hold out for is the day after Christmas, but I don't really know. I don't really know. Mine should be just do it. So it's 3 words. Yes. My word is elevate. That's a good one. That's a good. So Colette, how are you going to take action with the word elevate? I love that word. I think that's a great word. I'd love to know how you plan on making it actionable. Discipline and confidence. Excellent. Excellent. One of the things that came up in my prep work is don't blank like a jerk. Don't eat like a jerk. Don't spend like a jerk. Don't treat yourself like a jerk. I like that. I like that a lot. How are you going to make that actionable? I don't feel like that's going to translate well into a word. Oh, it's got to translate well into a word. Don't blank like a jerk. I'll have to marinate on that. All of us should marinate on that. Think about it. What word would you use to describe the don't do these things like a jerk? Don't be ridiculous. Because you want it to be like a positive word. You don't want it to be a don't do this. You want it to be a do this. Control is a good one. Self-control. I don't know. I'll marinate on that. Discipline and confidence. Contemplate. My word of the year is action. I'm a dreamer. I love to make goals. I love to plan goals, but the action part is what I get caught up on. Are you or are you me, Wendy? Because I relate to that. So action's going to be my word. I love that. Good night, y'all. Got to get up early for work. Enjoy the convo. Bree, Eric, enjoy your vacation. My word is thrive. Yes. Don't worry, Susan. He's going to be around. I'm sure he'll pop in at some point. Maybe, though I'm a chronic overthinker, so I'm not sure. Tamed. I'm going to be mindful in all choices, going to elevate me and moving closer to being the person I am consistently I want to be. I love it. I tried to come up with a like a jerk thing for all my goal areas because I like the touch of sass. I love it. Graciousness or empathetic. Okay. Discipline is on my short list, but I'm still thinking things through. Okay. Interesting. We can continue to think with you because I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know a single word that encompasses that definition. This sounds nerdy typing it, but my phrases radiate love. Hey, whatever you need it to be. That's the thing about words of the year, guys. It's whatever you need. It doesn't matter what we think of them, and it doesn't matter if they apply to us. As long as they apply to you, that's what matters. I mean, for the people who got my PDF, I literally gave you a list of 100 options with a plethora of different definitions. Like I had words from focus to faith, from like high energy, or like I don't know, I'm trying to do like I had rest in there. There's times you can rest and there's times you can like do all the things. Like all of it's okay. And they're contradictory, but that's okay. I love graciousness. Okay, I love it. Oh, this is so fun. I love it. I would love to hear more, especially like this could definitely be a topic that we talk about for the next couple of weeks. If you are interested in diving into a little bit more about talking about our goals as we get close to the first of the year. Again, for me, my goals can be beta tested, and because they don't need an arbitrary start date, I can do them all today, tomorrow, whatever. I can try to become that person that I put in my power sheets right now. I don't have to wait till January 1st, and so I'm not going to, which is awesome. But it could be fun to continue to talk about the goals. She got used positive. I'm going to act in a positive way. Okay. Progress and encourage. I want to make progress in many areas and encourage others. I love that, Rebecca. Very, very good. I love it. My goals are all about being nice to myself, along with habits and being consistent with things instead of self-sabotaging. I mean, So truly, Melissa, consistency could be your focus. Because if you are truly being consistent in your habits, you're not going to eat or spend like a jerk. You're not going to do any of those things because it does not align with you being consistent with your good habits. So if you need an actionable word, consistency could apply to what you're trying to do. I don't know if it's the perfect word, but it's definitely a word that would execute what you are going for. One of the things I want to keep in mind is that things will take time. Take the time you let them take. Specifically, yes. Parkinson's law, y'all. Parkinson's law. Understanding Parkinson's law truly changed the way, and I'm still not perfect at it by any stretch of the imagination, but it's in my head. It changed the way I approach doing things. Because if you know that something is going to take whatever amount of time you give it, it makes sense that you give it less time so you actually get it done. So when I've started doing, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes instead of I'm going to do this today, all of a sudden I get my to-do list done. Parkinson's law is a game changer. There's another one that's on my list. I just feel like there's a word out there that's going to be an aha, and I'm still looking for it. Fair enough. Start Googling around, looking up words of the year and things like that, and just see what word, read all the different words, because you won't know what it is until you see it, you know? Anyway, on that note, I'm going to sign off, because shocker, I went over. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad the setup worked for you. I'm glad you could hear everything. And stay tuned, because next week I will be back, and I think we will continue the chat about goals. I really do. I like that. I like chatting about goals. So thank you for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. Take care, and I will see you next week. If I can reach the button.